Hi, my name is Maria Jennings. I'm presenting exercise 8. To start, I'm studying sex, race, and abortion. Data and methods. I am using data pulled from the dataset GSS 2008. I'm analyzing 3 variables: sex, abortion opinion, and race. My independent variable is respondent sexes. My dependent variable is abortion opinion. And my control variable is race. I'm studying these variables because I hypothesize that women are more likely to support abortion than men. Additionally, I think that race may be a factor in abortion opinions, and I would like to examine that further. Hypotheses. I hypothesize that women are more likely to support having an abortion at any time than men are. Null hypothesis is as follows. There are no significant differences between different sexes' opinion on abortion. Now, all 3 of my variables are nominal, and they use a nominal level of measurement. I would like to say that the response level for the response rate for these variables is unknown, so I cannot, as a researcher, say that these provide certainty. The data provides certainty. However, I can say that the sample size of the respondents for all variables is 2,023. Sex measures a respondent's sex. Its response options are 1, male, or 2, female. Race measures a respondent's race. It has response options of 1, white, 2, black, 3, other. My final variable measures a respondent's opinion on abortion. Specifically, it measures whether a respondent agrees or disagrees with the following statement: women can have abortions for any reason. This provides response options as follows: 1, yes; 2, no; 8, don't know; 9, not applicable. In regards to data analysis, I will analyze these variables using quantitative analysis. I'll use SPSS to run chi-square tests to test for possible relationships. I will then use Kramer's V to test the strength of these relationships. And I will further use SPSS to create cross-tabulation tables and graphs to display my data. Findings. In a nutshell, I found that bivariate analysis using chi-square and Kramer's V tests show that no statistically significant relationships exist between the variables sex and abortion opinions. Multivariate analysis using chi-square shows that no statistically significant relationship exists between sex, abortion opinions, and race. I'll show you some cross-tabulation tables and the tests I've used for statistical significance. First table, for some reason, is not showing up, but it's a cross-tabulation of 2 variables: sex and abortion rate, abortion opinions. You can see that 42% of males say yes, a woman can have an abortion for any reason. 40% of females say yes. 57% of males say no, and 59% of females say no. This bivariate analysis shows that there seems to be no significant difference in the relationships between sex and abortion opinions. However, I can't determine that a relationship does or does not exist without a chi-square test. So next, I will present the results from a chi-square analysis, which tests for a relationship between sex and abortion opinions. As you can see from this table, The chi-square level is 0.423. Now I'm setting my alpha level at the standard 0.05, so based on the table, it is clear that there is no significant relationship between sex and abortion opinions. I know this because 0.423 is much higher than 0.05. As you'll also see, I tested for Kramer's V at the same time, and it gave me a value of 0.423 also. This means that if there is no strength of a relationship, if there is a strength, it's moderate. Now, because of these results, I have failed to reject my null hypothesis. After my bivariate analysis, I proceeded to my multivariate analysis. For this analysis, I utilized my independent variable, dependent variable, and control variable. I first created a cross-tabulation table to study how the variables interplay with one another. This cross-tabulation table shows that race may impact abortion opinions. This is seen when looking at the percentages. Both white and black respondents had similar opinions, but the other races had much different opinions. The respondents varied in their opinions from the white and black respondents by as much as 16%. This seems to show that a relationship between race, when paired with sex, and abortion opinions exists. Next, I provide a chi-square table showing the results from a chi-square test. Because a relationship seems possible between my three variables, I expected to see a result with an alpha level equivalent or less than 0.05. After running my chi-square test, however, I did not receive those results. Instead, I received results that showed nothing of statistical significance. Levels that were 0.726 for white respondents and 0.819 for black respondents. Interestingly, though, the result for other was 0.143. This is close to 0.05, so I can assume that a relationship might exist between the other and abortion opinions, but I cannot confirm that. Excuse me. Finally, I've displayed my results in a clustered bar graph. This graph easily displays the information I gathered. It shows little difference in the responses by men, no matter their race. However, the women's section shows more differences when factoring in race. So this means that women's respondents' views may be more influenced by race than men's, but again, because of our statistical significance tests, we cannot rule a relationship. Conclusion and discussion. Through my research and quantitative analysis, I discovered that no statistically significant relationships exist between the independent variable, sex, and the dependent variable, abortion opinions. Additionally, I found that no statistically significant relationships exist between sex, abortion opinion, and the control variable, race. However, I did discover that a possible relationship may exist between the subsection of race entitled Other and abortion opinions. These findings are not what I expected. I expected to see a statistically significant relationship between sex and abortion opinions. I thought one sex would support or oppose women getting abortions for any reason more strongly than another sex. However, this was not the case. Furthermore, I expected race, in conjunction with sex, to have a statistically significant relationship with abortion rates. Abortion opinions, excuse me. A shortcoming of this study is the race data. The race variable only has 3 response options: white, black, and other. I think the data is weakened by the limited response options. Because other seems to possibly have a relationship with abortion opinions based on its chi-square value, I think had the category been broken up into multiple categories, like Hispanic, Pacific Islander, Native American, etc., a statistically significant relationship may have been established. Should research be continued with this variable, I would suggest that race be broken into many categories. I think research should continue with all 3 types of my chosen variables. Researchers can continue to study sex, abortion opinions, and race to see if relationships do exist. Different data sets may yield different results and should most definitely be studied. And that concludes my Exercise 8 presentation, Sex, Race, and Abortion. Thank you very much, and thanks for a great class.